Hello, everyone. This is Lucas, and you're watching BookAutoAI. So, in this video, we will talk about why most KDP author fail. I would say about 90 to 95%. Okay. Well, let's say you started doing KDP off watching one of those video. Promise you 3K a month. That promise you 3K a month. Promise passive income and promise easy money. Now, this is where you begin. This is where all of us begin. We begin by seeing one of those 3K a month books. Now, this is not exactly false, but there is truth to it. Yes, you can make 3K a month work with KDP. Matter of fact, you can make unlimited with KDP. Unlimited. Because let's talk about it like a business model where you can just upload your PDF, and then that PDF will automatically work for you 24/7 and just bringing you money. You don't have to worry about inventory, you don't have to worry about shipment, you don't have to worry about fulfillment your service. That single PDF will go out and make money. Now that is amazing, right? That is amazing opportunity, and that's the reason why I chose KDP as my business model. It's amazing, but you will not likely to get there if you don't put in the work. Right. So in this video, we'll go through each of them. So what they don't show is that in order to make KDP work, there's a lot of steps. They don't show the steps. They tell you the promised land, but they don't tell you how to get there unless you buy their course. Right. So you got to research the niche, right? And then you got to write your outline. You got to write them, or you got to use ChatGPT or Claude. You got to edit it, format it, make a cover, you know, find your keywords, and then upload it to different platform. Or if you only do KDP, then upload it to KDP. Now, the uploading process take time. It take an hour or two, and then you got a marketing by buying ads or by social media, TikToks, whatever you do to market your book. But that's you got to market it, okay, if you want to make that much money. And then you gotta improve your work, and then you gotta repeat. This is very important. Most people don't talk about the repetition. There is so much repetition going in KDP, or at least what I'm doing is that you don't just make one book. You're gonna make a lot of them. Let's say if you find like a gold mine, do you just go in there and dig out the gold just once, or you keep coming back and dig until it's done? You know, KDP is like a gold mine. You got to keep digging. Yeah, so most people quit. So yeah, they will continue for like 1 or 2 months. They build like one, two, three, four books, and then they don't see that much result come from those one, two, three, four books. Or the reality is that, or they run KDP ads for it, but then they start losing money, and then they like, okay, what is this? This don't bring me that much money. It's been 2 3 months, and I make like pennies. So they quit. They end up with one or two book published, no instant result, and so KDP doesn't work. Okay, this right here, most we have a problem. We have a problem with wanting instant result. Now this is the part where it kills people. Just last week I just done reading the book Titan by Johnny Rockefeller, and it is that is basically his this whole biography. And in this book, what he's different from other people is that he's not the brightest. Nobody know that he's going to be something big. But one thing about uh, Mr. Rockefeller is that he's very consistent. You know, there's a couple gems that I took out from the book. He said, "Plan. Make sure you plan to the end, and when you execute, you execute, and you got to stay consistent, not days, not month, but years. So he have a schedule, and his schedule he follow his schedule for years, for a decade. You know, the time he go to work, he will work hard. Time he leave work, he will focus on his family. And the time he spent for exercise, he will just focus on exercise. So he basically live every moment of it. But the whole point of a schedule is that so you can redo it over the next day. You want to turn yourself into a machine. So this is why a lot of people quit, not because KDP don't work, not because this opportunity don't work, that opportunity don't work, because people quit because they don't see instant result, and they publish their output is too little. Your output is most likely too little to make any difference. You know, yeah. So let's the real game. Publishing is not one lucky book. It's a catalog, consistency, and definitely what's going to carry you is a system. You need a system to make everything work. You know, like for example, if you run a business of any kind, in a business, you need a customer service person, you need a sales person, you need all kind of you need all these positions to be filled. You're not going to be doing all of them by yourself, because if you're doing them all by yourself, you're not going to get anywhere far. Soon or later, you're going to need this position filled, and it's better be and it's better now than later, because why wait? Life is happening. One thing about me is that I always think in term of, if I can do things right now, then why won't I do it right now? Why do I have to wait till the distant future? Everything you can do now, do it now. That's how you get you know your 10 years goal in 1 year. Yeah, so how does it fix it? AI fixes the bottleneck. AI will automate the slow part, publish faster and test faster. So people will stay in the game longer. More reps, more data, know which book to publish. Okay? And then out of that you turn into a real publishing business. I want everybody to watch this with the mindset of a publishing business, not author. Because unless you have a personal you know fame or whatever, a personal following, people knows you, then you can call yourself an author. But if you don't, then you should be a publishing business. Books become your assets. Catalogs start compounding. Think of it like YouTube video. The more YouTube video you make, it just start compounding. you know so the same thing with books. It doesn't take the smart guys to understand it, but it takes a consistent person and the correct schedule, and stick to it long enough for it to work, pretty much. So so how book auto AI will fix these. Yeah, right, how book auto AI will fix this. So let's say you are the beginner. You right here. You see the promised land right here. You know that it worked because everything about it make perfect sense to you. You can start with no money and you can get 3K a month. Everything make perfect sense. And it doesn't cost much for you to start at all. It's just perfect. So you want to start KDP, but see, you're smart. You know that you need a system to carry you. You don't you can't start one day and stop another and stop the next day. That's that's pointless. So why even start? So look, so this is the problem. This is the bottleneck that you're gonna face. You're gonna face niche research. Yeah, well, all these outline we talk about writing, and then not only writing, you gotta humanize the content as well. The formatting. Oh my god, Oh my god. And then upload the product. Oh my god. Yeah, most people is gonna quit one of these lines. They might not find the right answer, they might not know where to look, all that stuff. So we built something. We built Book Auto AI to help fix everything. You get all of the bottleneck done for you inside one click from Book Auto AI. So imagine all the bottleneck that will take you probably take you a week to publish one single book, right? And then there's just one button that you can press. Just click on it, and it only takes you about 20 to 25 minutes for one nonfiction book, right? So if you keep clicking on this and keep building your catalog, you will most likely not going to give up. You're going to continue building your catalogs. Always have your assets and upload your books to distribution, to distributor, and you will always making that money monthly. And that's like you get free money every month from the works that you done by clicking that one button. So this is the gift that keep on giving, pretty much. Yeah, so that's it. So that's what you get with Book Auto AI, and that's how you solve everything. Imagine, right? Imagine if you go into a niche, something like this, like dark psychology book, with only 221 result. These are of 400. And imagine if you make a whole series of around 20 books. With 20 books inside this dark psychology niche, you already own 10% of the market. Dark psychology book. Now, with 10%, you see it like these guys are making $82 a day, right? Now, these guys are making $38, $21 just by making around 20 books. You own 10% of this market, of this category, and most likely your book's going to end up in the first page without any additional ads. Imagine if you run a a day campaign for it. It's going to show up. It's going to show up first page, second page, third page. All of them is going to be your book. And as you see, like these books are pretty simple to create. It's only 152 pages, and Book Auto AI make up to like 250 page of dark psychology book, and it's helpful too. So that's how you dominate uh small niches like this. I'm pretty surprised that this. Did I put in the correct spellings? I'm pretty surprised that this only have 221 result, which is extremely low. And as you can see, that with nonfiction books, like these are the things that um you can compete compared to, like if you do like crossword or coloring books or children books. Imagine, imagine you gotta go and compete with like all these results, 200,000 results. Like, look, it 70,000 results to own 10% of this market. You would need 7,000 coloring books. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking right now. We're just talking purely off math. It just doesn't make sense. So that's that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Why you gotta that's the whole thing. Why you gotta understand where you. That's the whole thing about business as well. You gotta understand which market should you enter, and which you should just say no to. Sometimes say no to the right stuff will save you wasted time, wasted effort, and you don't have to quit for nothing. So with Book Auto AI, pretty much you just put in the description of the book that you want, put in your book title, your subtitle, your author name, nonfiction style, the category, and then you just press generate. You generate a book, you wait for 20 minutes, and then it will pop up something like this. It will give you the keywords, category, description, and it also give you a fully um, in a Google Doc format of the whole nonfiction book. Now, with this, it's normally around 250 pages long. It's about 25,000 to 30,000 words. If you, if later on you want to use it for audiobooks, then it will be like 1 to 1.5. I don't know. Yeah, it's about 1 hour and 30 minute long audiobook, right? So inside you will get all these, you get all these formatted for you, so you don't have to do much work. You get it and you read through it, you fix the things that you needed to, but most likely everything is, it's done for you already. And this is also a very important feature of Book Auto AI that it's going to save you. It's going to save your business. Without this feature, you are not building a business. You are basically um, just waiting for yourself to get hang, right? uh and that is the humanizing part, because especially on KDP, Amazon let you use AI, but in a way where you're not 100% mass producing spammy AI stuff. And one of the way where you can say that, hey, I'm using AI as a tool, as an assistant, and that will be, you have to pass the humanizing test. Put your stuff into a zero GPT. If you produce your stuff with ChatGPT, put your stuff into zero GPT and see if it's written like AI or is it written by human. I could tell you right now, most of the stuff that's spit out from ChatGPT is gonna be 90 to 99% of AI stuff, or 100% AI stuff. And those you can't, do not upload them to KDP. Your account will not last long. KDP is a long-term business. It's a compounding business. You want all your books to be humanized before you put up there. Anything under 70% AI, then you can legitimately tell Amazon that, hey, this book is AI assist. You want to be in that AI assist category and not fully AI, because believe me, behind every one of those distribution channel, they check for AI. So if you lie to them like, hey, this is not AI, well, they gonna flag you, and the system gonna flag you. So make sure we be very careful with that. And back to Book Auto AI. So basically, after you create a book, right? There's a few things in Book Auto AI that is amazing. You can generate a cover. Everybody know that. You can go in here, describe the type of cover you want, and then the style that you want. I have a lot of past videos that talks about this on how you prompt it. You can go back and watch them. So yeah, so this is and then after that you can generate a back cover wrapper. A back cover wrapper is pretty much, it's going to calculate how many pages you have, create a spine for you, create a cover spine for you, and a back cover for you. And then if you want to do EPUB, you can put them in an EPUB converter. Our EPUB converter is special because it it formatted everything nicely for you like an EPUB. We have video back. You can binge, you can watch it. I will not talk about it no more, but you need an EPUB converter to publish on other platform like Drive to Digital, an aggregator that will push your stuff out of Kobo, Apple Book, and the KDP. Always publish wide. Don't just rely on single KDP. is only one KDP is only one platform. Okay, do not published only on KDP alone. There is a world out there, a world of publishing out there, where there's Ingram Spark, there's Strap to Digital, there's Streetlib, there's a lot. And if you want to publish, why, I have a tool for you. Um, it's Book Upload Pro. You go in here, Book Upload Pro. It's pretty much a Chrome extension. You can download and try it for free. We have for KDP, for Kobo, Drop to Digital Uploader, an Income Spark Uploader, and Apple Book Uploader. So all these are Chrome apps that you can download right now and use them to upload on all these platforms. And after all that, if you want to do audiobook, and then there's also a tool called HumanizeAudio.com. What you do is you just drop in your EPUB, and it will split them out in chapter, and it will give you all the audio
Most
real
people don't
fast.
realize that the human brain consumes.
So these are the voices
Research indicates that
that you can have.
Modern environments expose people.
many technological
And one thing about human audio is that it's built for all the republics. So basically, when everything's done, it's gonna format, it's gonna mix, master, engineer your audio so that it fit with the platform requirement, and then you get it, and then you just straight up upload. It saves you so much time. So pretty much, those are the reason. Like imagine if you gotta do all that stuff by hand. That is the reason why people quit after one or two books. And with publishing, you don't want you want to build a catalog. You want to stay in the game for as long as possible, so that compound effect start played out. You know, let's just say like everyone right now is looking at making YouTube videos so they can make money from ads. No, 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 don't do that. YouTube money, it's only if you have something like if you have a business, then you can use that as a leverage for lead generation. But beside that, you use it for ad. No, don't do that. That's a waste of time. That's why KDP is a much bigger, better opportunity, and people get paid more. So if you are already in KDP, don't quit now. This is the best opportunity. One of the best opportunities I see there is it's even better than making apps, in my opinion, because the speed of making catalogs and books is so quick. It will, let's say, it'll cost you months to vibe code an app, right? And then you gotta worry about marketing, like what I'm doing right now. Making all these YouTube video. You know, while KDP with BookAutoAI, it's just a button. You just click on a button and you make a bunch of books, and it lives there, and Amazon do the marketing for you. Like how amazing is that? And not only Amazon, you have other distributor as well. You just publish on them, all of them, and all these catalogs just build up. It's just not from one single book; it's from a lot of them. So KDP is an amazing platform, and I will be making more videos about it. So if this video helped you in some way, please give me a like for the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to learn more, please give me a comment down there. Tell me that will let me know what you want to learn about on the next video, and we'll make one. And more videos coming soon, so make sure you stay subscribed. And this is Lucas. Hope you have a wonderful day. Keep publishing. Bye bye.